Greetings, Exiles. The new league has begun, which means it's time to a new journey. New mechanics. Let's try it out. Not bad. And even a useful unique item. I would also like to note that currencies in the axe began to drop more. Currency from Act 2. Pretty good. Anyway, it's time to choose the best ascendancy in the game. As expected, Berserker and Shield Crush easily handled the campaign, especially with extra currency. Unfortunately, without a crazy lucky drop, so let's move on to the most interesting part. Maps and Endgame. There will be many changes here, hopefully good ones. But first, a small purchase. A very powerful weapon for our build. 36% increased global attack speed is a lot. In the white and yellow maps, I decided to skip the league mechanics because it slows down progress a bit, and I would like to get to the red maps faster because I think Mirage reveals its full potential there. First big drop. Kind of. Nice ring on day one. I think I'll keep it for myself. It will definitely come in handy. My starting atlas. Map sustain. And a little bit of syndicate. Because it's a good source of experience. And sometimes a source of tinks. Before the red maps, I decided to make some small upgrades. New shield. For this, I need a base and essences. Interesting. Let's put this shield aside as a backup option and buy another base. Perfect. Benchcraft. And the new shield is ready. I doubled my tooltip's DPS, but the actual damage became much greater. So if you're going to play with this build, I recommend making a shield like this as soon as possible. I also need 5 links. Let's try our luck. Not today. So let's just buy it. And use the remaining essences. Good enough for now. I also need new gloves. This time I'll definitely get lucky. Surely. Perfect slams. Now we can continue our journey. First divine orb. From the breach tree. I think I'll come back to the breach later, it might have potential. The syndicate doesn't let you down, you just have to believe in it. Fracturing orb. Wait a minute. Why doesn't it tink, and what is this orb doing here? That was my first thought, but then I remembered that it's a global drop now. Anyway, a good find from the breach. I think it's time to get the first Voidstone. Now, to get the Voidstone, you need to kill these 2 bosses. Wow! A valuable drop. No way. Oh well. A quick planning session. I made 2 new atlases. The first is the Syndicate and Destructive play for atlas progression, some experience, and maybe a lucky drop. The second atlas is Breach. I want to test this mechanic after it was added to the game core and now has an atlas. So I will alternate between these 2 atlases. Now let's talk a little bit about the build. The build is very fun and potent. Berserker gives us a lot of damage. With my current gear, my DPS is almost 2.5 million damage. And overall, these are pretty good numbers considering I have very basic gear. So I think Shield Crush is a decent starting build, because we have defense and damage with cheap gear. Of course, it has a downside. Many players find it boring, and it's not a build for Giga Blasters. We can't destroy the Legion on day one, and for some, that's a huge con. But anyway, I like this build. It's very cozy. And a little bit of tank therapy. Breach is the best mechanic. It's time for some new purchases. A unique shield. And a jewel is the basis of this build. Combined, they give us a lot of damage. But first, we need to respec to the crit version. Now we need to fix my attributes. This ring will help me with that. I also need a new amulet with life, accuracy, attributes, and some resistance. Benchcraft. And of course anointment. 6 links. And essences crafting. Interesting. Exalted orbs are not so rare now, so let's try slam. Cool. Benchcraft and call it a day. And last but not least, jewels. Now I need to complete the last labyrinth to get ascendancy points. Many of you are probably wondering why it's so late. But as you all know, on the first day, the EU servers were terrible. They're still not perfect, but the first 24 hours were hell. I disconnected twice from the Uber lab, so I decided to postpone it until the servers stabilized. It's good that the last points aren't important to us, because I'm going to use Bloodline Ascendancy. More attack speed and critical chance. Nice. The new stage of the build with Emperor's Vigilance is complete, and now my DPS has increased to almost 7 million. Good numbers considering the fact that I didn't buy anything very expensive. Now I can get the remaining Voidstones. Ground loot is real. What's this? A new boss? Very interesting. Okay. Anyway. It's a new belt. Maybe I'll get lucky and it will have good shrines. Unlucky. But it's cool anyway. As for the new league and the new patch, I really like it. The Endgame rework is awesome, and ground loot has gotten much better, and I think the developers are moving in the right direction. Also, the league mechanics have a lot of potential, and I think that in the coming days, players will be able to find many strong strategies. As for the current build, I think I have enough damage, so I want to slightly improve my defense. I also want to add explosions to the build. Right now, I have small explosions with Herald of Ash, but that's not enough. I have some ideas, but first I need to finish the Atlas and earn some currency. I also want to improve my AoE. Looking at the gameplay, it doesn't seem clunky overall. Our shield charge deals some damage, so we can kill trash mobs with it. But with more AoE and explosions, the build will look even better. That's why explosions and AoE will be my priority, because they will make map clearing much more enjoyable and faster. Enough yapping. I need my Voidstones. Second. No problem. Wait a minute. Now you don't have to kill the Uber Elder to get a Voidstone? Interesting. But let's check it out anyway. Cool. Actually not bad. And I can even use it in my build. But I'd better sell it because I need something better. I need this to complete my breach tree. That's it. It was fun. The new Atlas is enjoyable, and to be honest, the endgame changes were long overdue, and it's good that the developers have returned to PoE 1. Most of my Atlas is complete, and I just need to finish some unique maps, but I'll do that later. Now I want to get back to earning currency. My priority is Breach, and I also have some ideas about other earning strategies and big tinks. But all that will be in the second part. I hope you enjoyed this video and found it useful. As always, I would be very grateful for your likes and subscriptions. Bye everyone, and see you in the new video.